8th graders, it's Mrs. Thompson again, and we're in section 6.2, and we're going to do example 2 this time. And I'm now going to show you a fractional exponent can have a numerator other than the number 1. That's all we did in example 1, was show how to simplify numbers raised to maybe like the 1/3 power, 1/4 power, 1/10 power, whatever. And the numerator was always 1 in that fractional exponent. Now I just want to show you what does it look like when it's not a numerator of 1. What if it's a 2 or a 4 or 3, whatever. Okay, so let's take a look. We've already discussed in the last example how to put this type of thing into the calculator, and I just want to remind you, you're going to type in your base, put your root, and in parentheses, put your exponent, and then hit enter, and you'll get the answer. What I've also been trying to do is expand your horizon just a little bit and remind you that this is really a radical. Anytime you have fractional exponent, you have a radical. And so remember, underneath the root sign is going to go the 216. The 2 is the exponent on your 216 or on your radical, wherever you want to put it. And then the 3, the denominator, is your index. So what you could do is you could find the cube root of 216 first and then square that number. And I'm going to show you both in the calculator. So let me switch to our video mode here. And I think I'm going to turn my calculator back on. And let's take, we had 216 and we wanted to raise it to the 2/3 power, okay? And so type it in just like you normally do, like I showed you in the last one, except just note this time the difference will be instead of 1/3 power, it's going to be an exponent of 2/3. And then press enter. And you'll see, oh, my answer is exactly 36, and you would be exactly right. Okay, now let's try it the other way. Let's first do the cube root of 216, and then we'll square that answer. And I want to show you, we'll still get 36, okay? So go back to your math button. Remember that math button kind of opens up some things for us, and we can actually take the cube root, arrow down to 4, press enter. Now we want to type in your 216 and hit enter. Now the cube root of 216 is exactly 6. Now what we want to do is we want to square that. So we want to take our answer, hit the x squared button. Remember that x squared button? That'll square anything you want. And then hit enter. And see, we got the same exact thing. We did it 2 different ways, but got the same exact answer. So let me get back to our notes really quick. And I just wanted to show you, you know, if you type it in just like that, you'll get 6. And if you find this part first and then square it, you'll still get the answer is 36. So you'll still get 36 total. So either way you do it. Now I think that's probably what most of you are going to do. You're just going to slide it right there into your calculator and figure it out yourself. But I wanted to show you the breakdown for this. So I'm going to do a couple more with you. Just remind you, when you type it in, type in your base, root, and in parentheses, 4/5. Okay, and then hit enter. It'll give you the answer. Or you can find the 5th root of 32. So what number times itself 5 times gives you 32, and then raise that to the 4th power. So you could do that part first and then raise it to the 4th power. This is probably not as popular, this one right here. So I'm just going to encourage you to go into your calculator and just continue typing it like I've shown you, and just put it in 16, raise the root, parentheses, put your fractional exponent in, and do that. Okay, so why don't you guys try that? I'm going to plug in these numbers as well, and you guys, let's see if you can match what I get. Okay, I'm going to do 32 raised to the 4/5 power. I'm going to give you like 10 seconds to type that in and get an answer, and then I'll write my answer. Okay. Did you get 16? Good job. That's what you should do. Okay, do this next one. Do 16 raised to the 3/4 power. Go ahead and type that in. I'll give you about 5 seconds this time. Did you get 8? Good job. I bet you're doing a great job. Okay, how about 1 raised to the 2/5 power? Now here's a little bit of a shortcut. If you raise 1 to any power at all, shouldn't you just get 1? So you can plug it into your calculator if you need to, but I think we could take a little bit of a shortcut here. And anytime you have a base of 1 raised to any kind of exponent, doesn't matter, you're going to get 1 out of it, okay? It doesn't matter if the exponent's positive, negative, or 0, or a fraction exponent. It's going to be 1 regardless. I don't even see a reason for you to have to punch that one in. I think you should just know that one, okay? All right, try this one. Let's punch that in. We've got 27 raised to the 4/3 power. Just continue practicing your keying, and let's see what you got. Did you get 81? I hope you did. All right, and last one, we got 4. I'm going to raise that to the 5/2 power. And did you get 32? All right, folks, that is all I had for this particular one, and I hope I made it make a lot of sense for you. Please bring your questions to class.